So the next practice problem that we're going to go over is H2O. So as we know, oxygen has 6 valence electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hydrogen has 1. So hydrogen only needs 2. It's going to form a single bond, like so. Oxygen needs 8. There we go. Okay. If we're to draw the structural formula of this molecule, it's going to look something like this. And this is what we would call a bent shape. Now, you may be asking why water isn't linear like carbon dioxide. Why is it bent? Well, it's because of the unshared pairs of valence electrons. See, water is kind of honestly like a tetrahedral shape. These unshared pairs of valence electrons are kind of like two of the arms in a tetrahedral shape. They are creating an electronegative force that is pushing these two hydrogen bonds down, creating a bent shape of water. Anytime that there are unshared pairs of electrons on the central atom, it's going to cause the shape to bend. If there's a total of 3 atoms, it's going to create a bent shape. And if there's a total of 4 atoms and there are unshared pairs of electrons on that central atom, it'll create a trigonal pyramidal shape like the previous problems you just saw. I'd like you to try one more practice problem, and this one is going to be SCl2. So go ahead and try drawing SCl2, both the electron dot structure and structural formula, and then see if you can identify the shape. SCl2. We've got a central sulfur atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chlorine, chlorine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. All right. So sulfur, it's going to form some single bonds with chlorine, like so. We're sharing 1 pair of valence electrons, single bond. Okay. And for our structural formula, we're going to have a sulfur in the middle. We're going to have a chlorine, 2 chlorines really. And each chlorine is going to have some unshared pairs of valence electrons. Okay, pretty much exactly what we drew here, right here. Once again, remember that because there are unshared pairs of valence electrons on that central atom, it's going to have a bent shape. It's not going to be linear like carbon dioxide because of those unshared pairs pushing the chlorine bonds down into a bent shape. I'll be posting a couple of practice problems for you guys to try on the Google Classroom page. Please give those a shot if they don't make sense or if you have questions. I'm going to be having a Google Hangout today from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And so you can come onto that Google Classroom during that time. I'd like to try and have people in second hour chemistry come from 1 o'clock to 1:30. I'd like to try and have people in third hour come from 1:30 to 2. I'd like to have people in 7th hour come from 2 to 2:30. And if none of those times mesh with you, then come from 2:30 to 3. This is a rough guideline. If the only time that works for you is from 1 to 1:30 and you're not available during your normal class hour, then absolutely come in the other hours. But just to try and keep people spread out a little bit, I want to try and assign those blocks. And we'll work together to make sure it works as best as it can. I'll send more details in the emails to come. Talk to you later. Bye.